Okay, let me show you just a few things really quick. Okay, surely you've watched other videos. You should know how to do the builder's magic, lay the pieces as solo pieces. You just stand on one piece, you lay the next piece, and so on. You lay the next piece, and you lay the next piece, so that none of them are connected. They're all literally just laying as solo pieces. Okay, so you have one off to the side to anchor them to. So you just group select and you just anchor them to this piece, and then we're going to remove this is 18 long in total, so I'm going to pick it all the way to the end piece and just leave the end piece on there. Okay, so now what that's going to do, let me get a decent example. Let's just throw just something here. Well, okay, let's do this. Okay, the thing is laying backwards right now, so we'll just turn it just plain, just for a show right now, so that you can see what is happening. Okay, see, I have that on the end of this very long stick. Okay, now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand it, and that shot like a half a mile away or something. You can see it. You can barely see it's yellow through the cliff. It's pretty far away. It's pretty tiny. Okay, so what you do is you basically just line that up with your Tor sign, and you can see it's right behind the Tor sign right now. So all I have to do is just adjust it forward. I'll just pull it forward. Let's pull it forward 1.5 tiles. Let me throw a marker down. Let's see, let's get it back here somewhere. Okay, let's expand it again. And always, okay, I see it in front of me. Always make sure that it is in the right direction. Okay, so what we want right now is just right around in here. And you see, you can overlay or replace your signs with anything that you want. You can completely cover it up. Just move the thing a little bit more, and you get whatever you want there, so that that does not look natural. And that's the point. You can just do impossible stuff. This deer, I you know, it's still summertime. I think it gets hot in the days during the daytime, and the deer's just down there chilling. So you can literally just do whatever you feel like doing with these types of magic. So let's talk about this terrace here now. Okay, so it's a large terrace. I just have just the mass floating candles just on the one, just near the one edge. Most of these are not actually near the edge. They're 3 or 4 feet away from the edge, but these two are actually up on the edge. They're going to get thrown pretty far. So let me show you this rig really fast. Okay, so it's a shelf with a floor piece on top of it, and you just flip that upside down. And this is, how many is on this stick? That is 5. It's a 5 long post, and you just turn that sideways. And this is just in general. You are going to probably make a rig better than this. This is just very, very generic and basic, so that you get the gist of what is going on. Okay, so this part is going to go underground. This is going to hide your terrace underground. I hope it hides it underground. We're going to see together. But technically, this thing is going to be hidden underground, and it is going to throw all of these candles up in the air, and they're going to be up in the air just by themselves. They're going to be way up in the air by themselves. Okay, so let's get this going. Okay, so all we're going to do is, let me get the block in the middle, actually. Somewhere more in the middle. Okay, because I don't want it to throw my gold block into oblivion. I would actually want to retrieve it. So I'm going to turn this where it is facing up. When I turn Okay, where'd my gold block go? Surely not far. There it is. Let's just pick that up. Okay. Okay, so now when I turn that, it has already thrown. You see the things that it threw. I had them inward. I didn't have it to throw them at full power. I just wanted a little demonstration here. I wasn't sure exactly how far. I thought maybe full power might be too far. But okay, so let's just reset it really quick. We'll just put them all to the outer edge, which is going to be full power. Throwing them. We're going to throw them as far as possible, because apparently it didn't really throw them super far the first time. So let's see which ones. There we go. It's going to throw these things all over the place. Are these, which ones are these talking about? Okay, let's move it. We got just a few more to, we got this one. We'll just cram it up here somewhere. And I think it's one more. Alright, they're all on the outer edge now. They're going to get thrown severely hard off of the very outer edge. So let's get this back in place. Just put your block on there, group select it, stick your terrace wherever you want it, retrieve your block, just put it in your pocket. Okay, and now let's and you see it's basically hiding it. If the magic block was on the ground, or you could just dip it a little deeper and it's hidden. And can we even, okay, I see a set of candles up there. Okay, so let's just climb up higher and see if let's see what we see. Okay, there's lots of candles up in the air. You can see them over there. So the thing to do would be, let's just turn this. So now the terrace is absolutely hidden, and now the candles should be in the sky up over there somewhere. They're probably too far, and also I need to just get rid of the other candles that I have on the other build that is sitting over there that I've never showed or explained. I'm still fathoming if I'm going to show what that is. I'm still like perfecting it or whatever it is. Most things are just examples. And okay, so you can see them. It has thrown them 250 foot or 300 foot away, and so you can see the entire candles arc just up in the sky. And so, okay, the problem is it's bleeding these. So if these didn't exist, let's see, can I? Okay, so here's something that I can do. I will, let's make an eraser really fast. clean up these. Let's see. No, no, no. Why don't you just stick those up there? Don't even care. Just stick up there. These can just stick up there. I don't even care. The whole wad. Let's just stick it on there. And you know what happens next? It's connected to the house. So let's pick up quite a wad in 1 second flat. There, that graphical errors should be gone now. So now you can easily see that these pop in. The ones on the ground are not overriding because they're closer, which makes those farther away black out. Now you can actually see the ones that are up there. So what does that look like from over here? I mean, it looks okay. I mean, if you're into throwing stuff, your large terrace can set underground and throw stuff whatever distance that you want. You just place it on the terrace different distances away from the dead center of the terrace, and it will throw whatever you want. So, okay, so let's pick this up one more time, and I'll show you one more little thing. Let's put this. Let's put these dream stairs that's on the ground. Okay, so can I even stick these up here? Because the candles are all, oh no, it's not that, it just wasn't wanting to sit on the side. So we'll see how far it will throw this thing compared to, because it actually gets to stick out a little farther, so it's going to throw this thing pretty good. So let's get our weapon of choice, the small block, and group select it and put it back up here again. And let's pick up that small block. Not that you don't really have to pick up the small block. If you're going to place the thing somewhere, you want your small block picked up. You don't want it grinding into something, not allowing you to do what you want. So, now you can see that it's way up in the air and it spiraled it downward. It looks like it's very strange looking. Let's go up the elevator again for a little better view across it. I just want everybody to have just basically know that you can do everything. Every system can do everything. So it just spun those in the expansive spiral that, you know, it just expands things apart. However it's put together, it expands it apart. So your stairs, which were a small spiral, now have become a big spiral. And you can see all the little candles floating up there. And I wish that you could see the candles even farther away, but I mean, it's okay. I think people would notice it if you did that. I mean, you can see them. Let's see. Now these are overriding. This 4 set is overriding these. It won't let too many appear on screen at the same time. Here, let's put that right there so that there's no way that can be in our view. And now all these overrides the ones that are inside the house that we can no longer see. So all these takes precedence and actually appears. But if there's some on the ground closer to you, some of these way out there are going to disappear because so it will show the ones that's in front of your face. There is some limit. I don't know. It starts to black out, but it will not let your PC or game black out because it will literally black the candles themselves out so that there's not too many on screen all at once. So you can use as many candles as you want, but just don't expect them to all work at the same time all the time. You see, we're far enough away, it's starting to just purely black those out. So where do those pop into view at? Where's the final ones pop into view at? Okay, so we are basically 250 feet away from those farthest candles. So, you know, the terrace can throw them pretty far. It can throw them pretty far. And the big terrace can throw anything very far. So, okay, what else? I could show you. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so, oh, these are having a problem coming down now. Okay, that's not a problem. We'll just dig the terrace itself up out of the ground. Can we spin it? It's just a mad deep. Okay. So this piece, I may have, oh, I found a place. There we go. Okay, we got all our stuff back. Okay, so let's get this piece. That's actually straight. Okay. So, if you want, I know everybody's doing the Halloween thing right now, and a lot of people do not have red presents to make crooked trees, and just for instance, and specifically what I'm about to show you is just for you can place a crooked tree right here, and I'm going to show you just right by the spawn in. It's just the natural rejected spot. So let's actually, I don't have any trees on me right now. Let's get a tree. Let's get 2 trees. Okay, we'll just pick. I'm just going to go for a large tree. Here we go. Let's get 2 big oak trees. And I'm going to put, let's see, we're facing that direction, right? Okay, so let's put one up here. These trees are not gonna like this, but that is the point. We're going to make these trees reject on purpose because we want to use that free spot. And this works even if you do not have a terrace under your spawn-in spot. This is perfect for that. You don't have to have a terrace under your spawn-in spot. So let me get this more in the center. It tried to dip right there. Where's the actual center at? Okay. Now, so... Okay, let's just say that we want the trees crashed down. Let's make it just a little odd. I'm going to stick it right here. I'm not even concerned with removing my block at this time. I'm going to set, what is, okay, I want my trees on angle 3. This is just for instance. Both of the trees are on angle 3, right? They're facing town. They're facing south. Okay, so, and if you want it a little extra, then you just turn this, and now they're facing southwest specifically. Okay, so those trees are toast. They're already gone. So what we do is, because we touched them to magic, we've already touched them to magic. Those trees are not happy anymore. So unfortunately, to reset the map and make it go back to reset and understand what has happened and clear up errors or whatever that it does, you have to leave the map. You have to go to town and come back to your plot map. And then you'll see that the trees are no longer on that terrace. They got rejected up onto your spawn-in spot. And we'll see exactly how far away that they might be from each other and so forth, but they should be on the angle facing the direction that I left them setting in the air. So we'll just go right back onto our plot. And you'll see the trees they look like some trees that fell down. Or, something happened to these trees. They're not standing up. And they're not on a red present. And they technically are on a terrace, but they're ghost. They're on a terrace as a ghost. So they're still holding the final angle that they were rejected at. You see, they're all over us now. So there's your, and I already had a tree crash down here anyway, so I just showed you how to do it again. So now there's 3 trees crashed, facing the specific direction that I wanted them to face. You can have them face whatever direction, but where they're going to actually, where they're going to be rejected to is generally in this spot. Just right beside your spawn-in spot. It's about 3 tiles over from the spawn-in spot is where stuff first naturally rejects to. Now, if it's a terrace or something that gets rejected, then this is slot number 1, where stuff gets rejected to. And if it's decor that gets rejected, then this is spot number 1 for decor to get rejected to. So I've never had a super mess myself of terraces rejected and decor rejected and trees rejected and equipment rejected. I've never had a massive mess like that, but I could only imagine it would look like something. It would be something to see how the game actually sorts out stuff. And if you get a rejected room, your rejected rooms, it can pop anywhere. I can't actually tell you where is the slot number 1 for it to reject rooms to. If you get a room rejected, you can just leave the room wherever it rejects it to, and if you know how to get rooms rejected, you can just do it again and again, and it will choose the next slot to reject it to, and it might choose a different slot on the back of the plot. It could reject your room to like right here. It could literally throw your room into the hillside right here where you could just use a little bit of the room. Whatever, I'm just telling you, it could reject your rooms. It's going to throw them right off of the property line somewhere. And it's a little random, we think. We haven't figured out if it's not random yet, because it just kind of throws them here or there. But anyway, that's about all I really wanted to show. So I hope my videos are helping more people do what they want to do. And also, whatever you put over here, you can still use your sign up to how far away? That thing's got a light on it. Let's go over here. What's the gauge of how far we can use the sign? You can use the sign from literally like 8 or 9 feet away. So, you can literally overlay it with anything and still be able to use the sign, no problem. And again, I'll come and literally help you faster, whatever your build is. I'll help you figure it out if it is possible or not, or if there is space to do it or not. I don't care. I can pretty much speed build anything. I can figure whatever you got out pretty fast. And it gives me something to do, just helping people. And I hope everybody is getting exactly what they want. If just for instance, if you wanted to throw chairs inside of this tree or something, that's no problem. Just do the overlay trick, what I just showed you, which was that for that front sign is 18 pieces long, basically, so that you have some maneuvering room to adjust it. And so you could just make another stick and see how far this is from how many pieces away that is on the stick, and then just make another ghost piece and only leave this piece. Put whatever you want on there, you know, pull it back on land. Put whatever you want on the end of the piece. Expand it on your house magic source and just get it lined up back here with that tree, and drop your thing, and you will have a chair or whatever you want inside of this tree. You can literally just overlay anything, and really overlaying stuff that is farther away is easier because the pieces expand even farther away. So there can be nothing in the way when they expand. So the impossible stuff is easier because the house magic makes it expand so far away that you can just slam anything into anything with no problem. So anyway, you know, get everybody learning these magics, because it seems like the glitches keeps failing people, and this way works as well, and it's never gonna fail. So